came to win.
But they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Living up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Million beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent.
Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Garyon Conlon. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Mike 5-4.
So we got man.
Shoot the car. Check.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Check. 9. 31. 9, go.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. Now the ball comes loose, and this belongs to the Vikings.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Following the good run by Cook. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Cook able to escape, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there. They just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. From the 44, Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Cousins now from the 50. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39. From the gun, here's Cousins. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. On 1st and 10, Cousins escaping the pressure right. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
They're going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 12-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Texans take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
Check. Check 3. 54.
To throw again on second down. Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle.
Watch one. Check. Crunch.
Now it's Watson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up fourth. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Hey, let's get there. He's crashing. Hey, 31. Switch. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Check out.
They're going for it. It's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. On 1st and 10, Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Throwing again on second down. Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Under 10, under 9. Tight dog. Out. Hey, alert. Come on, switch it. Hey, check right.
Watson on first down. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Check your hot read.
A first down carry now for Miller. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the second quarter.
Get it, boy.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Watch the twitch. That's it. 13. Check 13. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
In your face.
Following the interception, Cousins. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Set. 19. Check 24. Check. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Watch safety creep. Watch safety.
On first down, Miller. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A 3-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Listen to me.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. He finds his man, Johnson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing, Cousins. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
On second and 10, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
Switch. Hey, Ken.
They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Here I come. Watch the safety creep. Alert flare.
The final shot before the break, Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. But gutsy call there. Yeags at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Check. Back 55. Bang.
On first down, it's Watson. And Stills bringing it in. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson, and this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
No. Say. What do you want?
A shotgun snap for Watson, and that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the kick from here, a field goal, would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it.
54.
Here we go on fourth. Watson, it's complete. Stills. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. They're on the defensive side of the ball, though. Any fourth down stop.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 23.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punt.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 77 yards, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is down to 2. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now a run with Cook. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Watch the pass. 36. Hatchet.
Now a first down throw, Watson. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
All day, just like that. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Shoot. Showing that. Shoot. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Hey, switch it.
Watson with a give to Miller. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. To the catch made by Hopkins. And he had to get this down to the 15. He won't make it. He's a yard or 2 short.
SOS. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. I got him. 54 Mike.
On 4th down, Watson. And that is going to be incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Well, CD, with the end of the season comes the announcement of the All-Pro team, and everybody was like, wait a second, Christian McCaffrey's listed twice. Is that a mistake? No, he got it both at running back and flex. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive, because I think a lot of people thought that if you have a running back and a flex position, that maybe Christian McCaffrey would go into the flex because he catches the ball so well, and you would go ahead and elevate the big guy out of Tennessee, Derrick Henry, to the All-Pro running back. Henry ends up being a second-team guy, but McCaffrey deserves being first-team running back as well as first-team flex. He had a tremendous, spectacular year.
And as you might imagine, Baltimore leads the way. 5 players named to the All-Pro selection. Of course, leading the way for them, the quarterback, Lamar Jackson.
Yes, and rightly so. And I fully expect him to be named the MVP when we get to NFL honors right before the Super Bowl. He's going to sweep all of those, and he deserves it. Carried that team throughout the season and got better in their bigger games.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cousins now. Flush to his right. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Going for the deep ball. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Olabisi Johnson, 59 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Intended for Lamar Miller. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check, hold on. Check,
Throwing again is Watson. He's got Fuller. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Houston, it's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. The Texans on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
You don't want it. Check safety, check safety. Safety denied. Shit. Hey, watch it.
Watson looks to throw again. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing is Cousins. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. To throw is Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Cook pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Escape. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And that's caught inside the 30. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Throwing here, Cousins. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Back to the ground, Cook. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone.